Down goes Shannon Sharp. It is being reported that ESPN has parted ways with Shannon Sharp weeks after he settled his sexual assault and battery lawsuit. Sounds like Sharp has been fired, okay? This is not exactly surprising. The split comes weeks after Sharp reached a settlement with a young woman who had filed a lawsuit against Sharp, accusing him of multiple instances of assault, sexual assault, battery, and sexual battery. The accuser's attorney, Tony Busby, said both sides acknowledge a long-term consensual and tumultuous relationship. After protracted and respectful negotiations, I'm pleased to announce that we have reached a mutual agreement upon resolution. All matters have now been addressed and the matter is closed. The lawsuit will thus be dismissed with prejudice. According to CNN, a spokesperson for Sharp confirmed the details of Busby's statement and said that Sharp would not be commenting on the matter. The terms of the settlement were not disclosed. The lawsuit sought compensatory and punitive damages of more than $50 million. Sharp's legal representatives previously described the lawsuit as an attempt to shake down Shannon Sharp for millions of dollars and said he categorically denied all allegations of coercion or misconduct. Sharp previously disputed the claims. He posted on Twitter, "To my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right." The lawsuit accused Shannon Sharp of manipulating and controlling the plaintiff during a nearly 2-year period that started in 2023 as a consensual relationship when the woman was 20 years old. From a non-legal standpoint, that is not exactly surprising. According to me, listen, if you're in your 50s, you date younger women, that's a you problem, all right? But what I've seen, older men dating extremely young women, that's because they're trying to find somebody to control, okay? That, and then there's also the possibility that nobody, no grown woman will put up with their BS, all right? The civil complaint alleged that Sharp violently sexually assaulted and arred the plaintiff through the back door in October of 2024 and again in January of 2025, blatantly ignoring her request for him to stop. The suit provided further that after months of manipulating and controlling the plaintiff, a woman more than 30 years younger than him, and repeatedly threatening to brutally choke and violently slap her, Sharp refused to accept the answer no and raped the plaintiff despite her sobbing and repeated screams of no. When asked if the plaintiff had contacted police during or after the alleged assault, Busby said he could not comment. I suppose that's a no. Sharp's attorney, Lenny Davis, said the woman was attempting to blackmail his client and that the pair's relationship was consensual and sexual in nature and in many cases initiated by her with specific and graphic requests. One of those requests being for Shannon Sharp to put a big black baby in her. In June of 2024, according to CNN, ESPN had announced that it had agreed to a multi-year contract with Sharp after he had originally joined First Take in August of 23. In the wake of the lawsuit, Sharp announced that he would temporarily take time away from his role on ESPN, where he was one of the faces of the morning show. Sharp had announced, "I will be devoting this time to my family and responding and dealing with these false and disruptive allegations set against me. I plan to return to ESPN at the start of the NFL preseason." I don't watch football. I don't know where I don't know when the NFL preseason begins, but ESPN had different plans, okay? From a legal perspective, the split, not surprising. I previously said when this information came out, I believe it was Benji that raised this issue. I don't remember what case we're covering at the time, but it was very clear to me that Shannon Sharp was not going to skate, okay? If we're to borrow the words of disgraced Michael Proctor, okay? The man was not going to skate, and here's why. Civil litigation is my bread and butter. That's what I do day in and day out. At the time when we briefly talked about the claims against Shannon Sharp, I explained to you guys, when it comes to litigation, insurance companies, defendants do not want to part with money, okay? They do not want to part with money. I had a case where we were literally fighting over a penny. A penny. So to me, when Shannon Sharp's attorney disclosed to the judge that they were in talks to settle the case and the number that was thrown around was within the millions, it was very clear to me that Shannon Sharp was not going to skate. I have no words for Shannon Sharp. I'd like to believe that Umar probably has words for him. A lot of people probably have words for him. Some might say that Cat Williams warned him. Monique told him to get himself an old bitch, and he clearly did not listen to her. As for the accuser, she has retired from OnlyFans. I did not even know that that's a thing. Okay, she has retired from OnlyFans. She no longer has to sell pussy. The settlement, while the number has not been disclosed, appears to be a pretty penny, okay? It is being reported that on July 19, Shannon's accuser posted on Instagram the following: "Today, I have decided to retire from OF. Thank you for the incredible support you've shown me over the past few years. This community has given me a life I could have never imagined. I'll still be active on social media, and I have several new projects in the works that I can't wait to share. I'm truly excited for this next chapter. I love you all forever and ever." Apparently, OnlyFans, there's a real market there. All right, there's a real market in OnlyFans. I suppose one could actually say that Shannon Sharp did in fact put a big black baby in that girl. That's where we are. I have no words for Shannon Sharp, but from a legal perspective, optics looked off from the very beginning. And as far as settlement negotiations go, no defendant is jumping out the gate with a high offer unless there's really something there. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll be back. I'll be back. I'd like to know what your thoughts are. If you have words for Shannon Sharp, let me know what you're thinking